what I'm about to reveal to you today has remained hidden for centuries. These 5 words have been mentioned in sacred writings, used in power rituals, and validated by modern science as keys capable of altering reality. Yet, if you don't know them, you might be blocking the flow of everything the universe is trying to deliver to you. Stay until the end, because this information has the potential to transform your destiny. I'm talking about words, the ones you use to define what you attract. And I'm not just referring to the ones you say out loud, but also to the ones you whisper in your mind when no one else can hear you. These are sacred codes mentioned in ancient texts, used by sages and mystics, and even recognized by current science as essential elements in the shaping of reality. If you learn to use them properly, everything you desire will start to manifest in your life, not by chance, not by coincidence, but because you'll be communicating in the language of the universe. But before I reveal them, there's something essential you must understand. Words are not just sounds. They are vibrations with the power to shift perception, alter matter, and shape the quantum field we exist in. From the Bible to the Vedic texts, from Hermetic teachings to the latest neuroscience studies, the power of the word has always been an open secret. Jacobo Grinberg, one of the greatest explorers of consciousness, demonstrated that language doesn't just describe reality, it creates it. So the question is, how can you use this knowledge to your benefit? Subscribe so you don't miss any of these revelations. Now, without further delay, prepare a cup of tea and dive into this philosophy. Imagine this. Everything you experience, observe, and feel is not reality in its purest state, but a construction based on the words you were taught. In other words, you don't perceive the world as it is. You perceive it as you were told it is. When I understood this, I realized why so many people remain trapped in invisible limitations. Because their own words confine them. Our mind is not just a processor of information. It's a shaper of reality, and the link between our consciousness and the structure of the universe's language. Every word you speak generates a vibration that directly impacts your energy field. Put differently, what you repeat consistently becomes the frequency you emit, and the frequency you emit determines what you attract. That's how I came to understand that there are specific words that act as cosmic keys. And today, I'm going to reveal 5 of them. From the moment I discovered these words and integrated them into my daily life, everything began to shift. It wasn't until I delved deeply into their study that I understood their true power. Throughout history, this has been considered the most powerful word in the universe. It is not a simple affirmation or a common expression, but a cosmic key, a vibrational decree that defines who you are and what you'll attract into your life. The first time I encountered this phrase was in an ancient biblical text. Moses, filled with uncertainty and fear, asked for God's name, and the answer was, "I am who I am." At the time, I didn't fully grasp its meaning. It seemed ambiguous, almost enigmatic. Why not just give a name? Why not provide a clearer identity? But in time, I understood. I am is the very essence of creation. God didn't say I was or I will be. He didn't use a specific label. He said, I am, because everything that follows those 2 words becomes reality. The subconscious does not distinguish between jokes and serious statements. It doesn't analyze or question what you declare. It simply obeys. Every time you say, I am, you are giving a direct command to your mind. If you say, I am strong, your brain begins to build neural connections that reinforce that strength. If, on the other hand, you say, I am weak, your energy and thoughts will automatically align with that belief. Here's the issue. This process happens without you noticing. From childhood, we're conditioned with phrases like, I am clumsy, I am bad at math, I am unlucky in love. Without realizing it, those expressions become decrees that shape our existence. So I asked myself, if I've been programming my mind with limiting words, what would happen if I started reprogramming it with words of power? That's when my transformation began. I paused to reflect. If every time I said I am, I was sending a command to the universe, if every time I pronounced I am, I was activating reality, why not start using it in my favor? I decided to try an experiment. I looked at myself in the mirror and declared, I am strength. I am success. I am abundance. At first, it felt like I was lying to myself. My mind resisted telling me, but you're not successful yet. You don't truly have abundance. You can't change your life just by repeating words. But I persisted. Day after day, I kept repeating, I am abundance. I am strength. I am love. Then something extraordinary happened. I began to feel it. My body reacted differently. My attitude changed, and new opportunities began to manifest. The most surprising thing was that people around me started to perceive me differently. It was as if the universe was listening, because, in fact, this is not just a spiritual idea. Neuroscience has shown that the brain doesn't distinguish between what's real and what you vividly imagine. When you repeat an affirmation like, I am abundant, your brain starts to rewire itself to make that statement become real. Neurons form new connections, behavior patterns are activated, your posture changes, and your energy aligns with that belief. In the quantum field, what you vibrate, you attract. That's why when someone constantly says, I am a failure, everything in their life seems to reinforce that conviction. But when someone confidently declares, I am successful, the universe responds accordingly. How to use I am to transform your life. If I am is the code that shapes reality, then you must use it with full intention. From the moment I understood this, I stopped saying anything after I am without thinking it through first. I created a list of powerful phrases and began repeating them daily. Here is an exercise that changed my life. 1. Write down 10 I am affirmations in a notebook in the present tense and in a positive way. Example, I am abundant. I am strong. I am loved. I am success. 2. Each morning, repeat them out loud in front of a mirror. 3. Feel each word as if it were already true in your life. 4. Act as if you already were that person. 5. Watch how your reality begins to transform. The key lies in repetition and emotion. It's not enough to say it mechanically. You must feel it as an absolute truth. The second word that changed my life was thank you. It sounds simple, right? We've all said thank you at some point. We were taught from childhood that it's a gesture of courtesy, an automatic response to someone's kindness. But what we were never told is that thank you is a vibrational code capable of reconfiguring our reality. Before discovering this principle, I lived in a constant state of lack. I was always longing for more, always feeling like something was missing. Every time I reached a goal, my mind immediately jumped to the next one. Yes, I achieved this, but I still don't have that. When I have more money, I'll be happy. When I find perfect love, I'll feel complete. But that mindset kept me trapped in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. I was always waiting for the next achievement to feel fulfilled, until I understood an essential principle of manifestation. Wanting something is vibrating in its absence. If you want money, you are sending the universe the message that you lack money. If you long for love, you're emitting the frequency of loneliness. If you seek success, you're affirming that you don't have it yet. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. And that's when I discovered the transformative power of the word thank you. The first thing I understood was that I couldn't attract something if my vibration was focused on its absence. I needed to shift my energy, and the fastest way to do it was through gratitude. When I started saying thank you, even though I hadn't yet received what I wanted, my vibration completely changed. I went from begging in desperation to thanking with certainty. It was a radical shift. The universe stopped seeing me as someone lacking and began to see me as someone who already had what I desired. Because when you give thanks, your mind and your energy enter a state of receiving instead of remaining in scarcity. For the subconscious mind, gratitude is a sign that you've already received, and life simply gives you more. This isn't just a spiritual belief. Science backs it up. Neuroscience studies have shown that gratitude has profound effects on the brain. It rewires brain activity. People who consistently practice gratitude activate regions in the brain linked to happiness and fulfillment, creating a more stable and positive emotional state. It increases the production of dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters directly tied to well-being, pleasure, and motivation. It reduces anxiety and depression. Gratitude journaling has been proven to lower stress levels and enhance emotional resilience. It strengthens the immune system. Positive emotional states activate genes related to longevity and cellular health. In short, those who live in gratitude are not only happier, they're also healthier and more successful. So I ask myself a question. If gratitude has so much power over the mind and body, what would happen if I made it my natural state? If gratitude can rewire your brain, imagine what the right knowledge can do. With Audible, you get 30 days free to listen to the best books on success, spirituality, and manifestation. Don't miss this opportunity. Link in the description. I decided to try an experiment. Instead of complaining about what I lacked, I started giving thanks for everything I already had, and even for what I hadn't yet received. Each morning, before getting out of bed, I would say out loud, "Thank you for this day. Thank you for my health. Thank you for the money flowing to me. Thank you for the abundance surrounding me. Thank you for the opportunities on their way." Even if I couldn't see those opportunities yet, I acted as if they were already real. And then something extraordinary happened. Opportunities began to show up. Things started to flow more easily. My energy rose, and people around me noticed. Coincidence? I don't think so. If thank you is the key that opens the doors of abundance, then you must use it with intention. Here's a method that helped me incorporate gratitude into my daily routine. Quantum Gratitude Method. 3 steps. Step 1. Give thanks for what you already have. Every day, before going to sleep or right after waking up, make a mental list of at least 5 things you're grateful for. Example, thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for food that nourishes my body. Thank you for the people who love and support me. Step 2, give thanks for what you don't yet have, as if it were already true. Here's the key. Don't ask, thank in advance. Example, thank you for the success coming into my life. Thank you for the money that flows to me effortlessly. Thank you for the incredible love that is already part of my reality. Step 3, express gratitude in the present moment. Every time something positive happens, no matter how small, say, thank you, out loud. Example, after receiving good news, thank you, universe. Finding money on the street. Thank you for this sign of abundance. Receiving a favor. Thank you. Everything is flowing in my favor. This habit immediately shifts your energy. When I practiced it for several weeks, my life completely changed. Unexpected synchronicities. You start noticing signs, meeting people, and receiving opportunities align with what you've been grateful for. Emotional shift. Your mind stops focusing on lack and starts recognizing the abundance around you. Accelerated manifestations. What once took years to materialize starts happening with surprising speed. In my case, I noticed that the more I gave thanks, the more good things came, without any logical explanation. Today, I understand that abundance is not something that is pursued, but something that is allowed, and the best way to allow it is through gratitude. So now I ask you, what have you been grateful for lately? Are you aware of how you use the word thank you? Because from this moment on, you have 2 options. 1, keep focusing on what you lack. 2, start being thankful for what you already have and what is yet to come. The decision is yours. But I can assure you of one thing. The universe is always listening. The universe is listening to you right now, and you can keep receiving messages that transform lives. Subscribe now and join this community of growth and manifestation. Don't let this be the last video that helps you awaken. The 3rd word challenged me. I trust. It wasn't easy. Not because the word itself was hard to pronounce, but because its real meaning forced me to let go of control. And I had always been someone who wanted to have everything under control. Since childhood, I was taught that to achieve success, I had to fight, push myself, and work relentlessly, that nothing in life came easily and everything had to be earned with sacrifice. So, when I first heard that I should trust the process, life, and the universe, it seemed like an absurd idea. In my mind, trusting was synonymous with being naive. If I don't control it, how can I know things will go well? What I didn't understand at that moment was that my need for control was exactly what was blocking my manifestations. It took me time to realize this. I said I believed in the law of attraction, but deep down I didn't really trust it. I would say, I'm going to achieve my goals, but inside I feared failure. I would declare, I know the money will come, but at the same time, I worried and checked my bank account anxiously. I dreamed of success, love, abundance, but I didn't trust that it was possible for me. The universe doesn't give you what you ask for in desperation. It gives you what you trust is already yours. That was the hardest lesson. I realized that every time I asked for something from need, my vibration was telling the universe, I don't have it. I don't believe it's possible. I don't know if it's going to happen. And the universe simply reflected that same frequency of doubt and lack. This is where neuroscience and spirituality meet. The brain and trust. When we trust something, we activate the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and problem-solving. How fear blocks manifestation. Fear activates the amygdala, the brain region responsible for survival. When this is overstimulated, we enter a state of alert and anxiety, which prevents us from opening up to new opportunities. A state of certainty changes the body's chemistry. When we truly trust, our body enters a state of relaxation. Energy flows more easily, and opportunities begin to manifest naturally. So, I asked myself a key question. If fear and anxiety block manifestation, what would happen if I decided to fully trust the process? Fear closes paths. Trust opens them. If you are ready to leave doubt behind and allow opportunities to come into your life, write in the comments, I trust and receive. Write these words and align your energy with certainty. One day I was frustrated. I had made affirmations, followed every step of the manifestation process, but nothing seemed to move. That's when I remembered this phrase. Ask, believe, and let go. Don't ask and doubt. Don't ask and check every 5 minutes if it's here yet. Don't ask and fear it won't happen. Simply ask, believe, and let go. So I made a decision. I sat down, closed my eyes, and declared aloud, I trust that what is mine is already on its way. I trust that the universe is working in my favor. I trust that everything will be resolved at the perfect moment. And then I let go of control. I stopped worrying. I stopped trying to force things. I stopped doubting every moment. At first, it was hard, but when I really did it, things started to flow. Understanding the importance of trust marked a radical change in my life. That's why here, I'm sharing a method to help me integrate the affirmation, I trust, into my daily life. 3-step surrender method. Step 1. Identify the areas where you don't trust. Make a list of things you say you desire, but deep down cause you anxiety or uncertainty. Example, I want to attract more money, but I'm constantly anxious about my finances. I want to find love, but I doubt someone right will appear in my life. I want a new job, but I fear I'm not good enough to get it. Step 2. Create trust affirmations and repeat them. For each fear or doubt, create an affirmation that counteracts it. Example, I trust the flow of abundance. The perfect love is on its way. I trust the process. The right opportunities will come at the right time. Step 3. Let go and act with faith. The key is to behave as if you already have what you want. If you trust you will succeed, stop doubting and start acting as a successful person. If you believe love will come, stop seeking it with anxiety and start enjoying your life. When you transform your inner state, the outer reality aligns with you. Today, I know the universe doesn't work under pressure. The greatest things that have happened in my life came when I stopped trying to control everything and simply trusted. Because when you trust, the universe responds. So now I ask you, What are you trying to control right now? What would happen if you decided today to trust that everything is already on its way? It's not magic. It's a universal principle. Ask, believe, and let go. When you do, get ready, because everything will start to flow like never before. I discovered something even deeper. After everything I had learned about manifestation, I realized something crucial. I could make affirmations, visualize, and trust the process. But deep down, I didn't feel deserving of what I wanted. I was unknowingly blocking it. That's when I understood the true power of the word deserve. And everything changed. The subconscious doesn't negotiate. It doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you believe you deserve. If deep down you feel you don't deserve success, love, or abundance, your mind will reject it, even if it comes to you. That was one of the toughest lessons because I realized that many times I had blocked opportunities without even realizing it. And the most ironic thing, I didn't even notice I was doing it. When I started saying, I deserve, something inside me broke. It was as if, for the first time, I was giving the universe permission to give me what I had always longed for. So, I decided to do a small experiment. Every time my mind tried to say, I'm not enough of this, I don't think I can achieve this, this is too good for me, I stopped it immediately and firmly repeated, I deserve this. I deserve the best. I deserve to receive easily. And within days, opportunities started coming effortlessly. Because when you truly believe you deserve something, you attract it naturally. Deserving method in 3 steps. Step 1. Identify the areas of your life where you feel you don't deserve what you desire. Step 2. Write affirmations with I deserve and repeat them every day. I deserve success and abundance. I deserve true love. I deserve to receive the best effortlessly. Step 3. Act as if you're already the person who deserves all of that. When you do, you'll notice how the universe starts delivering what you once thought was impossible. Because the truth is this, you've always deserved the best, you just needed to remember it. The word that closes a cycle. It is done. When I discovered this word, I understood that manifesting doesn't mean asking and waiting with anxiety. It's about declaring with absolute certainty. For a long time, when I wanted something, I asked for it desperately. I hope I get this. I hope the universe helps me. I'm going to try to manifest it. But every time I said these phrases, I was sending a signal of doubt. That's when I realized something crucial. The universe doesn't respond to uncertainty. When you learn to say it is done, you stop begging and start declaring. It's like pressing enter on the universe's computer. A definitive command, an order with no room for doubt. This word is powerful because it closes the vibrational cycle. When you say it is done, you send a message to the universe that you've already received it. And if you've already received it, the universe has no choice but to deliver it to you. How to use it correctly. 1. Make your affirmation clearly. I am abundance. I trust that everything is working in my favor. I deserve success and happiness. 2. Seal the affirmation with it is done. 3. Release the expectation and act as if it is already manifested. When I started doing this, things began happening quickly because the key isn't just asking, it's declaring with absolute certainty. So now tell me, what are you going to declare today? Since I incorporated these words into my daily life, everything began to change. Now, every morning, I repeat to myself, I am success. Thank you for all the blessings that are coming. I trust my path. I deserve the best. It is done, and you can do this too. None of this is by chance. If you found this message, it's because your soul is ready to remember its power. Now the question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Leave a comment with the word that resonated most with you. And remember, every word you speak is a seed. Plant it with intention and watch how the universe responds. If this video has brought you value, subscribe and comment the keyword traction to receive a special greeting in the next video. And if this content has inspired you, you can't miss the next video. where you'll find the keys to manifesting in the right way.